Hello everybody, how's everyone day? Ame Gakita. Okay, today we are gonna talk about game, and in a way I'm actually kind of surprised. There are game company or game consultant company along the line that is going around destroying game just because they couldn't make a better game themselves, and in a way they trying to bring their ideology, their propaganda, their own stuff, which I think Rev Sun actually go along the line of saying like they are the woke company in a way. So basically, people who want to add in their own idea, their own propaganda, their own ideology, their own story to, or even for some reason adding stuff that is out of nowhere, just weird and into the games. That a lot of people just playing games for the sake of fun, not trying to have the game personally, to me, I would just say in a nutshell, whether you guys can believe me or not, just write in the comment below. People play game is as a form of relaxation, or at the same time can also mean as a mean of escapism from real life. We don't want to like bring real life stuff into game, because the thing is like the last thing we want is having some sort of reality game in a game that is not supposed to be like is in a fantasy world. I mean, like, will you even want to bring out of nowhere a propaganda, either political whatsoever, into a game that doesn't make sense? Because the thing is, right, in real life, political is already like so in this whole damn world that people is creating war because they love it, and now people are now going along the line, hey, let's put the same thing into the game because reality sucks, but then game also need to be sucks along the line. So the thing is, right, at this point of time, it's just weird that I play game as a mean of trying to not think of real life stuff, not thinking of whatsoever, kind of like a little bit of distress along the line. And obviously, game is not real, it is not true, it is all fiction. And again, back to the time when I keep on saying there is a fine line between reality and fiction, and people can't see that line apparently. So I guess this company called Sweet Baby Inc., which many people now are calling the Cry Baby Inc. for reasons which I will explain in later part, is that they have been so-called in the spotlight apparently due to the point of that a lot of people, especially gamers, are bashing the company. And there is also apparently a group in stream where they are listing the list of games that the company had consulted this consultant company apparently to help destroy their game or make their game even worse. One of the games which a lot of people have been bashing a lot lately is actually the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. I do not own the game, I do not buy the game. I see a lot of people talk about the game. In a way, some of the game mechanic seem very fun in a way, but then again, when you look at the whole storyline, when you look at the some of the character, some of the so-called gameplay along like midway, some of the question, it's just everything just seems out of place. It seems weird, and it's like someone is trying to sabotage the whole game from the start to the end midway. So apparently, because this company that they consulted another company to do so-called like add a little bit of WOKE stuff along the line, add in their own add in a little bit of gender issue, racial issue, and then if you don't like it, that's your problem because you buy the game. But then again, it's because like often more than not, right? If you consult people who is technically trying to add in their own ideas into the stuff when you should be respecting the original source in a way, it's back to the point of localization issue. So basically, like, games should be based on fiction, is not real, but some people love to add in their own style, their own idea, their own propaganda along the line into the game, that it just like the original script, the original gameplay, everything would have been so perfect. But then people just want to see the world burn, because if those things doesn't go according to what those little people think, yeah. So basically, those woke people think, to be said, they are not the real world. So point to point, right? Apparently there are some so-called racist people in this company, which a lot of people have been saying. And the funny thing is, right, they trying to add in like trying to change the race of a character in the game, or trying to make some of the character to be transgender or so-called LGBTQ situation. If they are lesbian, they have to be a lesbian. I don't care whether they are straight or whatsoever. As long as I love gender, everyone must be gender along the line. So that is basically the company that have been so-called apparently doing along the line. And it just make the game feel, in my opinion, disturbing, terrible, as well as downright weird. So at this point of time, I'm not saying like no offense to all my LGBTQ friends as well as LGBT people who don't play games along the line. It's just that when you have those kind of LGBTQ people inside that is create propaganda and then using LGBTQ to cover their butt, yeah, I don't think they should be they deserve to be LGBTQ. They should be belonging to a weird group, WG. I feel like it kind of seems like there is a company called WG though. I might be wrong, but anyway, point what I'm trying to say is that there are just some people who is just weird and gross in a way that I'm not saying that I got a few friends who always call me along the line of being a transgender along the line, even and I've been kind of bullied being called a gay along the line in the past. Because I love to hang out with guys a lot, but then people call me a gay, and now the funny thing is that one of my friends who used to call me a gay, now he's a gay. Which is the reason why I always tell people, don't say what other people doesn't feel comfortable, because it may one day come and haunt you. So yeah, one of the reasons why I always hate to call other people stupid or idiot, just because that one day it might bounce back. And the funny thing is, right, it's really bad to the point of that those people always trying to use LGBTQ or racism along the line to cover themselves, but it doesn't really protect themselves in much way, which a lot of people actually been pointing out in Twitter, or as in a way along the line, like if the character seems to be too sexy, no, we can't have it, or along the line of that people trying to there is a group that is trying to show that, oh, which game have Sweet Baby or this company, the consultation game company, have their hand on the game and make it even worse along the line. Yeah, this company, this group will list all the company that had, or all the game that have been so-called vandalized by them along the line. And some people going along the line are saying that we are going to make more game for the white people. Now employees say, oh, street white rich people, kids. Yeah, I get grossed out. So I guess that some people are trying to be racist by not being racist, but then they are racist, but they act like they are not racist, and along the line of being the way they say, make it even more racist along the line. So yeah, in simple nutshell, try not to be racist, challenge, fail. So Grabs, which I was actually kind of surprised that the company, because a lot of people kind of bash them along the line to the point that the group that detect about which game got vandalized by Sweet Baby in a way, so-called okay. So basically they go full on again, like the fourth phase. They initially I say the hate and love, then there is the obsession, then there is the come out with weird there is the part of where coming out with weird reasoning along the line, and then when the last part will be full denial. And based on Grudge-san comment, I wasn't expecting Sweet Baby it's not going to full panic mode, but straight out just skip all the 4 phase on my way and just go to the 5th phase. The final phase of the 4th phase, technically there is the 5th phase, which I will just say they are just downright in denial. So the thing is, right, at this point of time, it's kind of funny that when I was looking at some of the way they're trying, and I do recommend you guys to listen to Rev Say's video. I'll put up his video in the link below so you guys can check it out. So what I'm trying to say is that it's kind of funny that they are trying to ask for forgiveness Then after that, attack everyone who try to say they are racist when the way they are saying that they are racist, and trying to use racism and LGBTQ along the line to protect themselves, trying which in a way bringing down the community, the actual racist against racism and LGBTQ community name down in a way like they are just basically destroying other community without putting much effort in. And at this point of time, anyone who try to defend them at this point, right, is just downright again the fourth phase, which basically the fourth phase is in full denial. But the fifth phase, the last final phase, which I always say they are just downright crazy and stupid. Basically, they already reached that point. Personally, I wouldn't like to use the word stupid, but then again, they force it. How about me? So it's kind of interesting that people always come up with different idea of trying to defend their way of doing stuff. And the thing is, right, again back to the point when I start out the video, people play game because they don't want to be like in real life. So I don't understand why those kind of company trying to add real life stuff to a game. The reason why some of the character need to be sexy, why does some of the game need to be look so pretty, why some of the character story need to be like so fake along the line, or trying to make it like it's a fantasy world along the line, and why we should not be adding real life stuff into the game like LGBTQ or whatever, because in a sense is that it's a fictional world, it's all fake. If you're trying to add in your own propaganda or your own political or your own ideology into the game, that's just basically you pushing your own idea to another person. And the thing is, right, in this world, not everyone accept other people's opinion. So the thing is, right, again back to the point when I say the full denial, if we try to put out our own idea to those kind of people, those who were in the Street Baby Inn, or those people who are trying to put, create their own propaganda and add into the game along the line. Yeah, the thing is, right, if other people don't like your idea, they can't expect we gonna do the same thing to them. So the thing is, right, if they don't, if they going around and saying like what this guy trying to say that, oh, I get grossed out along the line. Yeah, the thing is, right, if you get grossed out by other people's idea, you have to get the same idea that you will get the rebounds yourself. You will have the same idea when other people's idea may be accepted by many other people, but it can also be not accepted by this. Which is the reason why sometimes when you have a sexy lady female character, like Angel from King of Fighter is one of my favorite characters. So when there are people who is trying to complain about Angel being too sexy along the line, or trying to too revealing along the line, or hack you, unless you are like in some country that needs censorship along the line, again hack you. So the thing is, right, it's really point of like some of the characters are meant to be reviewing, some of the characters are meant to be handsome, some of the characters are meant to be that way. It's because they are not real. You don't need to go and out of nowhere a real life character into a real life person into a game itself, unless the game is more about real life person. So unless you are saying like the game is more like the president fight along the line, where a group of different president of United States trying to fight each other in the boxing match along the line, yeah, then you add in their realistic in a way, or make it in a funny situation to. And that I can understand. But the thing is, right, when you're trying to add stuff that the game doesn't exist in the first place, then you're just basically trying to bring realistic to fictional world. Again, back to the point when people playing game because they don't wish to have this kind of thing in real life. Again, to myself, I would say that I want to play game that doesn't have this kind of thing. I want to play game that doesn't have the form of realistic. It has to be something that made me don't think about real life world, so that I can get myself relaxed, calm down, don't think of this kind of thing. But then in real life, people just love to create this kind of situation where they want to add realistic to their own to the game that is not supposed to be. And I actually kind of find it interesting that some of the game that people start pointing out, I was actually checking some of their game along the line, and I mind you, some of the name are quite big, like from 2K, Rocksteady, and Reserve, all this, and even Warner Brother along the line. Square Enix also part of it. Which, when I know about Square Enix, I was like checking out which game got vandalized by that. Damn! Now I realized one of the reasons why some of the game doesn't seems to go along the line. So when you see the Square Enix, right, Final Fantasy, yeah, get ready. One of the reasons why some of the censorship may be happening in some of the Final Fantasy game might be due to them. Maybe, apparently, I don't know. Along that. So yeah, the one thing I would definitely say is that if this is true and they have been destroying game left and right, it just proves that they are trying to bring their propaganda into the game itself. In a way, it's doing the same thing as what localizers have been trying to do to anime or games, coming out with rewriting the whole story, rewriting the whole script, rewriting the whole stuff, adding their own propaganda, their own ideology, all this stuff to make the game 100% worse. There's no 99% worse, it's no 80% worse, it's 100% worse. The thing is, right, look at some of the games like Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. The game story got a lot of people like mad at it. They also find like why some of the character doesn't seem to make sense, like the gender, the race, the whatsoever, just everything just seems out of whack. Like Spider-Man 2 also kind of got along that line. So it really kind of get people wondering like who is the one vandalizing the game industry. At this point of time, I don't think there is a scapegoat. I don't think it's the main company for it. Is now kind of been confirmed apparently by many people. I know it's like normally you don't put the confirm and apparently together, but most people just kind of like confirm in their mind along the line apparently that the Sweet Baby company is the so-called consulting game firm have been going around making game even worse. Basically they are vandalizing the game. Basically they are making the game even crazier, downright bad, to the point that people just get mad at them. And when the company or actual game company have their game not becoming the best game of the year, yes, you can blame this consultant firm. If people play the game and they find the story weird or whatsoever, yes, now you can confirm the consulting firm, which is the Sweet Baby. And a lot of people and now here's the part that make it even more weirder. All right, so again, earlier when I mentioned along the line that there is a group that is trying to list out a group of games that have been so-called vandalized by the Sweet Baby Inc. Apparently, that group got attacked by Sweet Baby Inc. employees, meaning to and it's which mean in a way is that the company is trying to silent critic at this point of time. Normally when you got received critic from people trying to give you a way to help to improve the game or trying to make sure that whatsoever, if you can't accept critic, then you shouldn't be doing this kind of job in the first place, especially to all those people employed. If you're watching this at this point of time, yeah, you don't even deserve to be in this kind of gaming industry if you are trying to be this bad and just full in denial along the line. I mean, like, dude, the fourth phase, you guys just jump from first phase all the way to fourth phase of being a denial person. You can't even accept other people critic. If you accept other people critic, like even I myself sometimes listen to some of the people who give me like different point of view, different idea. If they come out and outright just come out with no reason and just trying to say that I'm gay or I love children along the line, like that is just jumping to conclusion. That is just basically telling the whole world false information, and I can sue those people who called me that way for defamation because they are trying to spread misinformation about me as well as trying to create trouble. In Chinese, there is a Chinese saying, say 吃饱没事做. Normally, what it means is that because they are full, they eat so much they are to the point they are full, and they got nothing to do. So yeah, so basically they really got nothing to do in the that's what I'm trying to say. And it's really weird that why would they take this point of time to instead of do self-improvement, instead of taking in the critic to understand what went wrong, to understand how to improve their game and make the next game way better so that people can play the game, enjoy the game, and maybe introduce to other players to buy the game themselves. When you have a game that have been kind of like going along that line of downright bad, weird story, just downright realistic, too realistic in to some people's sense, yeah, people won't play the game because people, like again I mentioned at the start, people play game as a mean to escape from real life, and they do not want to see real life in their gaming. So sometimes when you see, like, if you want to add some realistic stuff to the game in a way, yeah, that is on you. But then again, not again, if you can't accept other people critique, you can't expect other people to accept your idea, your critique, your whatsoever at the same time. So it's really back to the point of that they are just downright denial. And to me, I'm just saying that this kind of thing is just bad. And the company employee trying to attack other people along the line of saying that, oh, if you don't support us, you are racist. Or along the line of like, please forgive us, we'll try to improve. Or trying to say that, hey, just because we are trying to add LGBTQ into the game, we are trying our best to make it even better. That's just downright weird though. If other people can't accept what you think, now you have to think back, do you accept other people thinking? It's the same thing, it's go both ways. Because it go both ways, I can't understand why those kind of people in the street, maybe in trying to go along the line of attacking other people or harassing people, to the point that they try to take down this group just because they are being too critical about them. So the thing is, right, in a way, I would say that they got a weird complex, a very, very bad complex in a way that they're trying to defend themselves. And to me, I just say that if you can't grow up, don't even worry. No one's stopping you. But then again, don't work in this game company. The thing is, right, it's just really, really bad in so many ways. And I find it so weird, so bad. And if Rev Sun said along the line that they should be out of this industry, I would believe so because of the behavior done by the company. The behavior of the company is showing bad faith, wrong impression, as well as showing the people that they are not even worth to be consulted in when it comes to this kind of game situation. So those company, if they still be trying to add in their propaganda, trying to consult this company to add in propaganda along the line, then to me, I would just say that if I see this another game that have this kind of propaganda, in my mind, I would just say that, yeah, the game could have been a 9 to 10, but because of this, I might have to lower my expectation. And if in the end, if the game come up with you having 6 or 7, yeah, that's on them, and they have to accept it. But then again, I mean, like, when you look at the other way around, they will brag about it, alright? That, hey, the game we help consult give a 6 or 7. That's a very good score. Yeah, thumbs up, double thumbs up. But then again, it's weird. It just maybe they are too optimistic, or they are just downright crazy. That's all I can say. Anyway, what do you guys think about this situation? Do you think that there are really people trying to destroy the game just because they want to add in their ideology, or trying to reject stuff that people love the most along the line? Just write in the comment below and we can discuss it further. And with that being said, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe for more random chat where I talk about stuff and never follow a single trend. Yeah, you know, it does help me a lot, okay? But till then, hope you guys have a nice day or night. Bye!